Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will be seeing that how we can run the JavaScript functions of the MongoDB. So in the previous video we have already seen that how we can create the JavaScript function, or you can say how can we create the script in MongoDB as a functions. So after creating, obviously we need to run them so that we can execute them and get our output. So today we will be seeing that how we can get it executed or get it run and through the Mongo console or using the Robo3D as well. So you're watching a Smarty Tech Phase. I am Anjali here to help you. So let's get started. So you can see in the previous video I have used these I have created these two functions, and this one was my already created function that I explained to all of you that what actually it does. So let's firstly run the sum function. You can see what it is doing there is just getting the two parameters and adding them and then return it. So let's run it. Okay, so what you need to do for the Robo3D, just go on your DB, open shell, use db dot load server scripts. It will load all the script you have created in your DB. Okay, so this is loaded now, and next what you need to do, this is a sum function which you have created, but if you will run it like this, it will say nan because we haven't supply any of the parameter which it requested. It requested two parameters, so we will, let's say 2 and 3. Okay, and then run it. See, it is giving you the answer is 5. Any parameters you can provide, 7, 9, and then run F5. Okay, that is the 16. So it is giving you the output as 9 plus 1 equals to 16. So now this was the first way that how we can run it using the Robo3D. Then now I will take you to my Mongo console, localhost Mongo console, and then let you know that how we can run it in the Mongo console itself. It is the same way. Just use go to your DB and use db dot load server script again. Then let's say now this time we will use the multiply function. What it will does, it will just take the two parameters, multiply it, and then return you the output. So take this parameters, take this name, and see what is going to do. It is giving nan. Okay, so let's provide it the parameters 2 multiplied by 8. You can see 16. Again, let's say give some bigger number, 2047. So this is how you can save your how you can run your function, execute your functions in the Mongo console or in the Robo3D. In the same way you can do for the Studio 3D as well. It will work for all the GUI you have used for Mongo creations, Mongo created Mongo run queries or anything else you can do. So this is the part which we learned that how we can run it. In the first part which we had learned that how we can create the Mongo function. Second part was just you can see that it was running the already saved functions, and the third part will also come with in which we will see that how we can execute our Mongo function through your application of Java. Yes, what does it means that obviously when you are creating your application, you may use your Mongo for connecting to your application. Okay, then after connecting to your Mongo, connecting your application to the Mongo, you must be already running few queries for getting your output. Then in the same way you can run the Mongo functions as well through your application. So we will see that how we can run your Mongo functions through your application in Java. So this is what we have learned till now. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, keep learning, stay tuned, and bye bye. Take care.